Hi, I'm Paul Walker, and I'm CEO of Genius Stone Partners. And what we do is we help you invent the future that's calling to you. Now, that is different than the future you think you want to have. You dream up. It's the future that's calling to you. Let me be more specific. So, any marketplace that you might be dealing with has wants and needs. The wants in the marketplace is what is generally calling to your clients and the kind of future you want to invent to match the wants that are coming from your marketplace. That's calling to you. Needs, on the other hand, are things that you might see that the market needs, but the market doesn't see it. So what you have to do is, one, attack the wants, which is what's calling to you in your market or in your business. That's the cash flow. Then in terms of the needs, then you need to start creating a calling in the marketplace by your efforts and actions. So that's what I specialize in with my clients for the last 30 years, is helping them determine what is actually calling to them. Now, some of that calling is, from the market, but some of it is also from your own needs and wants. So as a leader, as someone who's building a corporation or building a set of services, you want to take into account your own calling, because if you're doing something that's not natural to you, it's not going to work out very well. For example, I specialize as a consultant in three things. One is I'm a kind person. I understand that my clients are doing the best they know how, given their history, given their capabilities. So I accept them for who they are and what they're doing. Two, I have a high level of pattern recognition. So when I'm working with a client, I can help them see things they may not see if they describe what the situation is in the marketplace. I have the ability to see these things and then create insight around what should be done to meet the market wants in some cases, or to solve production problems or other issues. I'm able to help you do that. I'm able to help you see things that you don't see. They say, I don't know how many times I've heard this, is you can't be a prophet in your own land, right? So part of my help is going to be to help you be a prophet in your own land and use me as part of that calling, if you will. I know I've had some of my clients want me to call their clients. Well, I can't do that because, I'm not an employee of the company. But I will work through, okay, so when you call them, what do you think they're wanting? And what do you think they need? And how can we set up a conversation with a potential client or a potential market out there that will draw their wants towards you? That's how I help. But then, what I'm really good at is inspiring people to exceed their own expectations. So as a consultant, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to exceed your expectations, to go beyond what you think you can do, while keeping you in line with your market wants and needs. So that's just what I do. I don't do finance. I don't do accounting. These are things that I'm not I'm good at. I can read a balance sheet. I can read a P&L, and I'll ask you tough questions. But that's not my expertise. My expertise is helping you find what is calling to you through my ability at pattern recognition, and then helping you inspire your marketplace and your employees to achieve those ends. That's what I do. So first thing I'll do with my clients, if you end up being one of them, is help you see what the market wants and needs are and how you can inspire your markets, your customers, potential buyers to come to you. And first thing in that process is to help you understand what I call your natural genius is. So I know what mine is. Mine is just what I stated. I am a kind person. I trust. I build trust. I have high pattern recognition, and I inspire people to exceed their own expectations. Now, I want to find yours. This is going to be critical if you're going to be a successful leader, is to understand what your 3 steps in developing and understanding your natural genius are. How do I do that? I'm going to ask you to tell me your life story, starting from your first memory, the highs and the lows, up until the present. So what we're going to distill out of your highs is you at your best. I guarantee you, every time you've been in the zone or you've been in a position where everything just clicked for you, your natural genius is underneath that. Whether you were aware of it or not, it was there, or you wouldn't have been so successful. Now, sometimes there's luck. Sometimes you just get lucky and get some clients. That's not the point. The point is, I want you to understand what your natural genius is. And that'll be our first step. I also want you to understand where you get in trouble, where you overshoot, where things don't go well, what triggers you to make those kinds of mistakes. And once we've cataloged your natural genius, then every time the business challenge comes up for you, I'm going to encourage you to solve it through your natural genius, and you're going to be more successful at solving any business problem that comes in front of you. So this is the first step, understanding your natural genius. Mine works out well for consulting, but might not work out well for whatever it is you're doing. And no one has the same 3 pieces that make up their natural genius. One thing that is common, though, the first one and the second one tend to enhance the third. So the fact that I listen, I'm kind, people trust me, have high pattern recognition, enables me to inspire people to exceed their expectations. I want to find out what it is for you first. So that's the first step. I'm going to do a whole series on how to invent the future that's calling to you, which is basically the job of everyone in life, and especially important for CEOs, people who are running companies or big divisions of companies, to understand when they're at the best and how they can use that natural gift, God-given gift, to create the outcomes that are important for your business. We'll talk more about this in detail in my next videos. I recommend that you buy my book, Invent the Future, Starting with Your Calling. You can get it on Amazon. And through the course of this process, I'm going to go more or less chapter by chapter and dig into some of the details of how others have done that, other CEOs, other leaders, and apply it specifically to your business using your natural genius to achieve that. So I'll see you next time. If you're interested, send me an email to pauldavidwalker@geniusstone.com. Thank you.